Have you ever caught yourself having a full-blown argument with someone and they're not even in the room? You're in the shower, driving to work, folding laundry, and in your mind, you're replaying what they said, what you should have said, and all the ways you plan to respond next time. And before you know it, your heart is racing, your mood is off, and your peace is gone. Stop it. That same old song playing again in your mind, let God remix it. Because some of us are mentally and emotionally drained, not because of what's happening around us, but because of what we keep replaying within us. The comparison, the worry, the overthinking, the imaginary conversations, the fear of what might happen, obsessing over what someone thinks. It's like your mind is stuck on repeat. But God never intended for you to live that way. He never intended me to live that way. The Bible tells us in Isaiah 26:3, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. Notice that peace is connected to where your mind stays. If your mind stays on drama, you'll feel anxious. If your mind stays on comparison, you'll feel like you're not enough. If your mind stays on the worst case scenario, you'll feel afraid. But if your mind stays on God, you can experience peace, even when life feels uncertain. This is emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is learning that you don't have to react to every thought that enters into your mind. Just because you think it doesn't mean you have to entertain it. Just because you feel it, it doesn't mean you have to follow it. And spiritual maturity is learning to bring those thoughts to God and to say, Lord, is this thought stealing my peace? Help me see things your way. Sometimes God will remind you that conversation isn't happening right now. That conversation isn't happening right now. Those people's opinions, that situation, that outcome is not yours to control. And suddenly the same thought that once triggered anxiety loses power. That's God remixing your mind. The lyrics change from what if everything falls apart to what if God works everything together for my good? From I'm behind to what God has for me is still mine. From I need to prove myself to I'm already enough and accepted by God. From I have to figure everything out to God will guide me one step at a time. Can I tell you something? Calm and quiet can become your norm. You don't have to live in constant mental chaos. You do not have to replay everything that hurt you. You do not have to obsess over every possibility. You do not have to compare your life to everyone else's highlight reel because Instagram isn't always real. You can become the woman that has peace, and it starts with spending time with God. grab a cup of coffee and a blanket, sit down, pray, read scripture, be silent. It's not a performance, but it's a way to just let God renew your mind. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." That's one of my favorite scriptures. Transformation doesn't happen by thinking the same thoughts over and over, doing the same things over and over, and getting upset or depressed about the outcome that is the same thing over and over again. You get it, right? Let God give you a new perspective. So the next time you catch yourself crashing out, stop and ask yourself, or just ask God, "Lord, what are you saying about this?" Then sit quietly for the answer. Let God replace all of the noise with the truth. His word is the truth, because the goal isn't to overthink things. It's to take control of what you think about yourself, about your life. This will change how you make decisions, and that is life-changing. And when you keep taking thoughts to God, something awesome happens. You become stronger, calmer, and wiser. Your character becomes solid, and your presence becomes peaceful. So if you've been tired of replaying the same old song in your mind, this is your reminder today. You don't have to keep listening to it. Let God remix it. Let peace be your new normal. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more Grow Girl Glow Up.